Hey guys, this is your hostess Liberty, and welcome to Fighting Fantasy Classics. So this is Forest of Doom. Oh, how much is that? No. Yes. Yes. No. No, Liberty. You may not, even if you have it in your room and it's really cool. Warlock of Firetop Mountain! That was the first one I played. Oh man. Death Trap Dungeon. Island of the Lizard King. City of Thieves. That was a good one. I did play Caverns of the Snow Witch. What am I saying? Oh man. I didn't play this one. This'll be good. Okay, so, if you've never ever played, any of this, like any of the fighting fantasy books, oh lord, have you missed out on a childhood. They're basically RPG the book. Let's go for it. The dread pilot Lord Cinnabar, blood bones to those who feared him, was once the scourge of the 12 seas. Let's fucking do this, mate. Yes. Yes. This is a fighting fantasy game book, an interactive adventure in which you are the hero. You can win only by choosing the correct path, finding equipment, avoiding traps, and surviving combat. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Roll for my stamina. Oh, that's... yeah, well, 18. That's not too bad. Skill. Roll for my skill. That's not great. I'm not gonna lie, that's not great. Roll for my luck. That's pretty decent. Luck is useful. Gold me. Oh, well. I mean, okay. You begin your adventure with a sword, backpack, tinderbox. Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. Oh, I have a lantern, a backpack, a tinderbox, a sword, and 17 gold pieces. Can I have a different... yes. Name. Libby. I'm Libby. She looks sufficiently cool enough to be me. There we go. Bit more personalized. Alright. Let's close that. Map? No map. Bookmarks? Oh, you can place bookmarks? Nice. The best way to cheat. Alright. Rationing your provisions is key to successful adventure. How many provisions have I got? None. That's just brilliant, that is. Wunderbar. Alright. Alright, let's close that. Once you've readied your equipment, during the quest you may encounter blah blah blah. Usually blah blah blah. Magic items blah blah blah. Each meal restores 4 stamina. Yeah. Okay, during the adventure you will notice that hours will pass at key points, usually when you've been doing something for a considerable amount of time. Try not to allow too many hours to pass. Onward! It all started 10 years ago when the evil pirate Lord Cinnabar murdered my family. Not his family, mine. At the time you were only 12 years old and lived with your family in the small fishing village of Clam Beach, on the northern coast of Rattlestone, halfway between two major ports of the kingdom. Harabnab, home to all lawful adventurers and sailors, and the sinister port of crabs. Terrifying. Life on Clam Beach was not easy, but it did have peaceful security about it. Then that terrible day came. It was a clear summer day in Warming, when the huge forbidden black galleon sailed into the bay, flying the dreaded flag of the Skull and Crossbones. Pirates. The bloodthirsty cutthroats were soon racing up the beach towards the village. Oh, yes, I am recording. Thank you for checking that, Liberty. The bloodthirsty cutthroats were soon racing up the beach towards the village. The fighting was swift and bloody. Soon, most of the grown folk of Clam Beach had been killed, your father and 2 siblings dying while trying to defend the village. In the end, the elders had no choice but to surrender to the marauding raiders and open the village's meagre treasure coffers. The cruel pirate captain came ashore. How do next page? Press across. Okay, that makes sense. From his ship to collect the booty himself. Get out of my booty. The sight of him filled you with awe and fear. The captain was a tall, handsome man with a neatly trimmed, pointed black beard and his hair tied back in a ponytail. I'm sorry. There's a difference between tail and ponytail. Ponytail indicates that it's up on the head. Tail is basically just tied at the nape at the back of your neck. I believe they mean tail. Ponytail is up on semantics. He was dressed in the clothes of a nobleman, with a fine scarlet coat trimmed with gold braid and wearing a large tricorn hat. At his waist hung a gleaming cutlass, and you could not help notice that on the back of his right hand was tattooed the image of a grinning black skull. When the raiders had finally gone, filled with feelings of hatred for those who had murdered your family, you asked Regai, the village soothsayer, who the pirate captain was. That villain is one of the most evil men ever to sail the 12 seas of Titan, was his vehement reply. He is one of the most feared pirate lords of our age, a creature without remorse, a murderer, and a follower of the bloodthirsty voodoo god, Quetzcari, whose mark is the black skull. He is Cinnabar, but because of the terrible atrocities he commits, he is known only as Bloodbones. From that moment you vowed that one day you would have your revenge on the evil Cinnabar. Your mother became ill soon after that dreadful day, and 3 years later she died. On your 16th birthday, you left Clam Beach and made your way to Harabnub. Banbara? Reading it backwards, that's what I usually do with names, to see if there's any hidden, stuff. Gaining the position... Banbara is a nice name. Gaining the position of cabin boy on a ship travelling to the distant continent of Alantia. Sure. Is the ruler's name Alan? Just go for a guess. For the last 6 years you sailed all across the globe, but you never forgot the promise you made to yourself a decade ago. Over many voyages you have tried to learn as much as you can about the rogue captain. You discovered that Cinnabar's galleon, the Virago, is frequently seen sailing in the waters around Nankunu Bay, and that he has a hidden base somewhere close to the Port of Crabs. You also gleaned as much information as you could about the notorious city, and so, when you decided that you were at last ready to confront your enemy and the chance of passage on a merchant ship sailing to the Port of Crabs came up, you leapt at the opportunity. Literally, you leapt straight overboard and started swimming there. Vengeance will be yours. The Port of Crabs is a haven to every pilot, buccaneer, and freebooter to ply their trade. In the old world. As you stand at the prow of the merchantman, looking towards the land, you can make out the ramshackle jumble of the buildings. The merchantman jumps against the stone jetty and you quickly disembark. Not only is the port of... Yeah, I'm skipping through a few things. I mean, I want you guys to actually go out there and get this yourself if you're enjoying this. Like, there will be a link in the description for you to nab this yourself and maybe buy some of the other ones if you've got money and want to get them. It is late afternoon on a chill day in the month of unlocking, and the docks are bustling with activity. Hanging over a sturdy oak door is a faded sign declaring that this is the Jolly Roger. It's time to enter the inn. Spacious bar. Inside the Jolly Roger is packed with all manner of scurvy lowlives. The landlord is as big as an ox. No one takes any notice of you. So you approach the bar and order a tankard of ale costing 1 gold piece. That's very costly ale. Over your tankard, you talk about the weather and the state of trade, and then draw the innkeeper into the subject of the pirate you seek. I hear the Virago plies these waters, you say. Oh wait. I hear the Virago plies these waters, you say. I'm surprised we weren't attacked ourselves. Not anymore, it doesn't. Have you not heard? Cinnabar has been dead these last 6 months. Cinnabar dead? You came all this way after years of harboring desires for revenge, only to find that he's already died? How did he die? You ask. Have you not heard? I would have thought everyone as far as the Diamond Isles would know by now. It happened last hiding. You listen attentively as the innkeeper relates the tale. It appears that Cinnabar and his crew were emptying the hold of a galley sailing from Harrenhab to Arkleton in distant Analand, when the renowned bounty hunter Conan, nice one, caught up to them in his ship, the Fortune. Unable to escape, Cinnabar and his men had to defend themselves against the crews of the galley and Conan. Fierce fighting ensued, with Cinnabar eventually falling at Conan's hands, having suffered an incredible number of wounds, his body being lost to the sea. With their leader killed, they fled back to the port of Crabs. Soon after, Myrrel the Red set off on the Virago amidst terrible storms to recover her captain's body. Many now believe that the pirate lord's galleon sank, as it has not been seen since, he says. You thank him for his help, and in a bewildered daze, you leave. You console yourself with the thought that at least the murderer of your family has been brought to justice. As you leave, you feel someone pulling on your jerkin. Turning around, you discover that an old drunk is slumped through a table and trying to attract your attention. Just because he's dead don't mean he's at rest, mutters the drunk. Curious about the drunk's words, you sit down and listen to him. Let's just say you don't want to go believing everything you hear, but I know what's going on. Oh yes, old Dreg knows. Cinnabar ain't really dead, you see. He's coming back, the old man says in a harsh whisper. Intrigued, you press Dreg to tell you more, but he suddenly becomes serious and looks around the barroom. Not here. Meet me outside in 10 minutes. You agree and go with him. Oh look, we've got pictures. Tendrils of fog are swirling around the boats. When the 10 minutes are up, you quickly return to the Jolly Roger and sneak down the side alley next to it. In the midst and shadows of the narrow alleyway, you can make out 3 figures standing over a 4th, cowering on the ground. Wasting no time, you draw your sword and dash towards them. Hearing your approach, the 3 pirates turn to face you. The burly characters are ugly, scarred rogues, and the biggest of them, who is easily wielding a heavy wooden club in one hand and holding a bullwhip in the other, looks as if he has some ogre blood in his lineage. Wow, way to be a racist, chick. At the pirate's feet lies Dreg, beaten, bruised, and only just conscious. Here's the snooper, growls the half-ogre. You're no match for us. By the time we've finished with you, you'll be feeding the shrimp, sure the shrimp will be feeding on you. The other 2 pirates burst into coarse laughter. Yeah, you're fish bait, you are. Still laughing, the ruffians advance towards you. Apart from the half-ogre, there is a well-built bearded man, missing most of his teeth, and a lean rogue with 2 ugly red stars. You may be about to engage in your first battle. Would you like to know more about how combat works? Sure. Attack strength higher. Luck. Yeah, sure, whatever. Charge one of the pirates. Stand firm and prepare to fight the rogues. Try to escape. It's time to fight! Okay. Fight! Ow. Luck. 'Tis just a scratch, motherfucker! Oh. That's... yeah, sure, let's luck that too. Yeah, if you have less luck than what you roll, then it works out in your favor. Haha! Yes! Fight me, motherfudger. Prepare to be destroyed. Yes! It's time to face the second one. He has more skill. Luck me. Oh-ho! Ooh. Alright. What? Alright. Fight again. Stop rolling better than me, you jerk. Yeah, exactly. Like that. Yes, I am triumphant. Half ogre steps forward. Let's kill his face. His ugly, ugly face. It's fighting time. Yes. Ooh. Alright, go. Ooh. I'll try lucking it. He has more skill than me. But I got that one. Okay, one more and I win. Oh, that's not good. I'm almost dead. I need to luck that. Please, can be luck. Yes! Fight! Yes! Got him! I won! The last of the pirates falls, and with some relief you sheath your sword. Looks as if the pirates have beaten Dreg within an inch of his life, and he's failing fast. You do your best to help him and make him comfortable. Thanks, stranger, but I'm a goner now. They're up to something, you know. My speaking has changed. You ask him who he's talking about. Cinnabar's crew, the pirates of the Black Skull. Looking at the hands of Dreg's assailants, you see that each bears a tattoo of a grinning black skull. I've seen them meeting up again around the taverns in the city. Silas Gallows, Keyhole Jack, Old Crivens, even Malu the Witch Doctor. They're planning something all right. Rumour says Muriel the Red found Cinnabar's body and that he's not rightly dead, but he's not rightly alive either. It's all the voodoo and black magic they're meddling, not right he isn't. I've heard tell they're planning something big tonight. You'd think old Snide and the guard would be looking into it, but truth be told, no one's been able to locate their hideout. He's coming back. We'll all be doomed. Stranger, wear the black skull. Blood Bones is coming back. And then he's dead. Laying him down, you ponder the last words and what your next action shall be. So Cinnabar's not really dead. In that case, you may still have a chance for revenge. But what did Dreg mean when he said that Cinnabar is not really alive either? He's given you several clues about your enemy and where you should start your search for him. It seems that time is of the essence if you want to stop the pirates of the Black Skull. The old man mentioned that the pirates were gathering again at the port of Crab, so they might have a hidden base somewhere in the city, but of course at present you have no idea where it may be. Before leaving Dreg, you search the bodies of the assailants for any further clues. You find nothing helpful, but you do discover that one was carrying a bottle of rum. Drinking the rum will restore stamina points. You have 6 options available to you. You could visit some of the taverns and inns yourself in hope of finding out more. Perhaps you could visit the notorious gambling pits, a possible source of information and a way of increasing your gold pieces. Alternatively, it might be a good idea to better equip yourself by visiting the markets. You could try and find out more about the Black Skull and the cult of the Quezcari. Then again, though Governor Montago has certainly allowed the port to remain a safe haven for buccaneers and freebooters, you may do well to get the help of the authorities. Or you could take the direct approach, abandon your search for further information, and instead look for the pirates' hidden base. And that is where I'm going to leave this adventure. So if you guys want to find out more and face off against Blood Bones himself, then I highly recommend getting this book, this game. Fighting Fantasy Classics. Out now for free on Steam. If you want more of them, more of the, I'm just gonna place a bookmark. Yes, thank you. Haha. Oh, we even have a cool, that's where the half ogre was. Scarred robes, the Jolly Inn. Neato. And my adventure sheet. Oh, I better close that. Yeah, I'm out of, I'm kind of, use it. Yes, 9 stamina. I'm healthier. So yes, I'm going to leave it here. If you guys want to play this, go for it. There's rules, there's the history, you can buy more of the series, there's 8 altogether. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Until then, ciao for now, and see you later guys. Bye!